Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the long-awaited Super Robot Taisen Original Generation. Now, I know what you're thinking. What took me so long? I had a cough that every single time I tried to do voice dialogue would make me go crazy, and I'm willing to bet it was from that one recording session. Anyway, did you hear? Yes, rumor is the DC have landed in North America. Okinawa's theirs, and soon Honshu will be too. Should we turn to the DC like the other brigades? Too late. Have you forgotten about Sasebo? They used an MAPW to wipe out a Mapu to wipe out the entire base. I'm worried about Ma, Kusaha, and my classmates. Well, no time to mope. I gotta protect them. I won't make another mistake like Sasebo. Are you Ryusei Date of the SRX team? Yep. Who wants to know? Name's Robert. Robert Hajime Ohamiya. I'm an SRX engineer. That's one long name, like rides. You can call me Rob then. Okay, Rob, what can I do for you? Sorry. Everyone says that you're a big fan of robots. That's right, I love robots. Then do you want to take a peek at your test model? You mean the R-Series? Really? Are you sure? Of course. Man, it's like a freezer down here. Why do you keep the PT so deep underground? We have our reasons. Now this one's yours. Wow. We haven't installed its primary armor yet. It's the first R-Series real PT type. We call it the R1. R1. Well, what do you think? Cool, huh? This isn't a super robot. Ha! Yeah, it looks like a PT, huh? But it's powerful and fights like a super robot. The rest is up to you and your ability. I see. I'll do my best. Sorry, Windows Update thingy. Continuing. Good. I was worried you might not like it. Hey, do you love robots too? Of course. Every boy loves robots. Ha! Seems like we're going to be good friends. Well, it was nice to meet you, R1. Someday I'll give you a cooler name, okay? He never gets around to that. You want him temporarily moved from the SRX team? Yes, Ryusei's not experienced enough. He needs to be retrained. There will be no changes to the team. Ever. Then let me ask you. Yes? The reason why Ryusei is on the SRX team is because he has an ability the captain and I don't have, right? I don't have to answer that. Yeah, Rai is none too pleased about that. Possible DC submarine detected about Kanman Sound. It's moving towards the Seto Inland Sea from the Japan Sea. Why would they risk detection just across the sea? If they wanted to invade, they'd have used their air forces. Are they up to something, or is this just a red herring? Let's deploy our cruisers, subs, and anti-subcrafts. No, let's just seal off the straits with mines. Nonsense. If we do that, our naval ops will be impaired. That would be very convenient for me. I'm sure that the enemy sub is carrying armored modules. I find it hard to believe they'd use a sub as a carrier. It is possible, though. Intercept it with air and PT forces. Scramble Major Kaz units and the fighters from Komatsu. Yes, sir. Kanman Strait. The Kanman Bridge is out. The tunnel may be as well. The enemy sub hasn't crossed the Kanman Straits. Yeah, for an army known for blitzkrieg, they're moving slow. Or are they just waiting for us? Remaining units, non-beam-based weapons on the sub, and equip both in a repair and supply module. Let's see here. Funny thing is, out of all the people, this is the one that I'm going to be. Latuni's going to be my healer. Let's see if I have any spares lying around for these guys. Or anything I'd rather have them in. No, everybody's pretty much where I want them. So our mission is to halt the sub, not sink it. Why? Idiot! If you hit the nuclear what if you hit the nuclear reactor? Oh yeah. Give me a break. Is this kid for real? I remember him from Sasebo. He kind of looks like you, like an airhead. Yeah, wait. What did you say? Like I said, like an airhead. Shut up. We're on a mission. My bad, sir. Listen, if we damage the sub, we can stop it quickly. But if we let it go through, or we sink it, we failed. Roger that. And that, we have to do that in mystery time. Oh, we have to reduce its HP below 20. Why is that hard? There's 2 of them, and they like to defend. So you have to, like, lock them off with your units and try and keep them from doing stuff. This one's always a bit challenging, but nothing. It's nothing I can't handle, you know? Especially with on my side. And Kai together are just... not much can top them. I'm gonna try and get these guys out ahead. Because Garnet and Gyatto are not useless, they're just not always that good. So... okay. Lutuni, do your thing. And you think I'm kidding, but this isn't unheard of. In fact, this is what I do more often than not. Want to know why? Because Lutuni wrecks their ass. Not necessarily the boat, but all of the fighter craft. Pretty much all of them get completely owned in the face by Lutuni. Needs to get out here if he wants to handle it, same thing with Kai. Basically, I try and form a barrier more up here, and use Lutuni as my forward force, because Lutuni is ungodly good in this game. I mean, like, there are very few people I would depend on more than Lutuni for getting the job I usually end up assigning her done. So pretty much Lutuni's job is handling the fighter craft. Everybody else's job is to handle the sub. And maybe this is why she's so good, is because I depend on her so much. But when you find out about her backstory, there's a legitimate reason why she's this good. So when they nerfed her in the second game, it made no sense. It really didn't, because given her backstory, given her training, it would make no sense that she's worse. I mean, even if she's loosened up, even if she's changed since this game, her skill shouldn't have dropped down that much. Not to say that she's terrible, she's just not as good. She becomes average as opposed to one of the most powerful pilots you will find. There's one mech you can give her in here that makes her indestructible. Quite literally. I mean, I've very rarely seen her die in that machine. That's the thing, when I first saw Lutuni, when I very first saw her, I was like, wow, she looks sort of like a faceless thug of some form, you know, somebody who's not of much importance at all. Then I started using her, and it's like, wow, she's good at her job. She's literally just taking in the damage. Like I said, everybody else, they can handle the subs. In fact, he is accelerated, so I can get him over that island. Because that's a good spot for him, usually. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, but this is not an easy map, per se, but it's not too hard. Actually, there's something I want to have, I want to have Garnet and Gyatto go over and handle something over here, and it hasn't happened yet, but it will soon enough. And believe it or not, they have the skill to handle it, I believe. But these machines right here, need to lock in any killer whale that comes their way. And yes, That's the name of their sub, a killer whale. Basically, I need to set up a way where they can all get to it and sort of wreck it. And that's where this comes in. Dun 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 dun. See, the name of this song is so unfortunate, but I adore it, and that is Time to Come. C-O-M-E. So I don't fully understand that, but whatever. Japanese just happen to unfortunately name things sometimes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm only doing this because I don't have much more commentary. Yeah, she's not just a child, people. Because the important here's where it is. Man, I don't feel right invading my own country. That mech! Here he comes. That mech! How can you fly like that? Just as I thought, the sub's a carrier of for AMs. I've waited long enough. Now it's my turn. Here I come. Huh? That mech. No doubt about it. The way he moves, that's him. You. Ha! Just as I thought. It's that rookie. You won't get a third chance. Die! You won't get me. He dodged? He must have learned some new moves. I won't go down that easy. Heh, you're mine. You can't get this kind of excitement playing Burning PT. What? You played that game too? You're a gamer turned pilot too. Interesting. What's your name? Ryusei Date. Ryusei? I've heard that. Oh, I know. You won the Burning PT Nationals. But only because I wasn't there. You're Tenzin Nakajima? Yep. Well, since we didn't get to play each other, let's find out who the real champion is once and for all. You nuts. Yes, you nuts. This is not a hand-translated thing. This is not a mod patch. No, this is the original game. You nuts! I'm not here to play a stupid game. What do you mean? You're the same as me. You joined the army to be to pilot a real robot, right? Well, yeah, in the beginning, but this isn't a game. This is life or death. Right, just like Burning PT. The only difference is the loser dies. What? You're crazy. You nuts. You gotta be stopped before you hurt someone. Hey, I like having a rival. It adds fuel to my fire. Let's do it again. Try and stop me. Or more people die in vain, you know. Damn you. I won't let you win. Now, for plot reasons, I should have Ryusei go do it. Go ahead and kill him. But you know what? I'm too cool for that. We are justice! I can't help myself. I'm going to find a way to farm this at some point. But I was reminded of Lin Kara's Cry for Justice review. And together, we can be justice. You came too close to me without thinking. You're even weaker than I thought. That's what I love. I love Erm's lines. Looks like a return to sender. That's right. Even if Sulfur tried pulling the whole, oh, Excellent has those one-liners. Erm's one-liners are better. Between Garnet, and Latuni, I have all the bases covered. I guess I gotta work on my skills more. Looks like a return to sender. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why you repeated it anyway. Glory be to the Divine Crusaders! Now, as for the idea I had. A friend of mine, and yes, I'll be posting up a video of me breaking the game. A friend of mine recently got for me Terraria. I will be paying him back as soon as I can. But, my idea, instead of a legitimate, LP, because he had a point, everyone and their mom has done an LP of Terraria since it came out. So I'm not going to do that. I'm, in fact, going to take advantage of something namely the small recording window we have with this. You know, with this style, using my GBA one. And I am going to make a... I guess you could call it a machinima of sorts. Do you have a monkey flying that thing? One of my favorite ones. Time for the finishing strike. See, Erm is pretty dang manly. I call this Gaspard's punch. Oh, he missed with his manly punch of manliness. Whee! It's Kyoto, isn't it? Oh no, it's got. I'm pretty limber. Doesn't really matter, huh? If I remember right, later in the game, Garnet and Excellin get along really well, actually. See, Latoonie? I'm not all that bad, right? See, it only takes a few homing missiles to soften up Tenzin. That's why I'm sending them over there to handle him. Because, if I remember right... Yep. That's why these guys are going in. That's right, he doesn't have focus either, does he? No, but he has spirit. And excel! Cool. Means I might be able to end this in one go. You're no match for me. Ha! We'll see about that, man. You're messing with the wrong boy. No holds barred, man. I should just stop. I should stop before I offend somebody. I don't think I have to hold back any longer. Payback time. Okay, no. Okay, at the end of the next video, because this is going to be a full-on recording session, I want to know your guys' opinion. Should I continue, maybe he's more well-armored than I remembered. Still, heh, you got some moves, but you're too sloppy. What? I'm not too... What? I'm too slutty? What? No, I didn't say that! I have no intention of playing with you. Don't bother me. Wow, you're pretty good. It's time for round 2. You ready? Anyway, gonna lock this one in place. Do 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 do. Yeah, I've started got some of my joy sucked out of my sails because I know any second now my dad's gonna come down here and go, "So, you studying your watchtower? Because I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses and we have a meeting today. And I have yet to get around to studying my watchtower. I just wanted to finally get one of these up after a long time. First recording session I've done in a long time. Long time. And I just know, I get this strange feeling my dad is going to, I don't know, say, see, this is all you do all the time, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna cut miniature knife cutting. This is the part where I do this. Cause seeing Kai do this never gets old. Yeah, but I had some of my wind sucked out of my sails as soon as I read his text just like a minute ago. Because I just know that's what's gonna happen. So what were you doing when I texted you? I was recording. Really? You were recording? Yes. I was recording. Anything wrong with recording? Oh no, there's nothing wrong with the recording, no. Just whatever you were doing was more important than blah blah blah. Same crap he always says. It's not that I don't love my pa. It's not that I don't love my dad. It's not. It's just... he repeats himself and pretends that I have no clue what he's saying. It's pretending that I haven't heard it a billion times, don't understand it at all, and don't, can't handle it. Yeah, he's really sucking the wind out of my sails right now. Because he's just going to keep railing on me. Until I take things seriously. ... It's not what he said, but it's how he ends up coming across more often than not. Alright. So I can get the Battle Mastery and get out of here, because I am gonna... No, I insist on finishing the chapters per video. Battle Mastery earned. That won't destroy it, but it will send it away. Now stop the other one. I have an idea. I figured so. Does he have enough for a Valor? Yes, he does. Good. Now we can punch our way through this one. Come over here. Punch it again. And the tuner can come up here and start handling some of these other people. I'm gonna start skipping through the animations just so I can wrap this up. Because I'm just not in the mood anymore. I will be recording the second video in the set. I will be recording Chapter 8 today, but this particular chapter is going to be the end of this particular sitting. I know I usually try and deliver by, sitting through the whole thing and just whatevering, but all the wind sucked out. Not even kidding. Part of me doesn't even want to be recording what I'm recording right now. But I have to wrap this up. And not because my dad told me to, but because I'm just... Where's the fun in an LP if the person who's LPing the thing doesn't really want to do it anymore? And I'm not talking about on the whole, I'm just talking about... Usually, the least entertaining videos are the ones that somebody doesn't really want to do, but they feel obligated to do. Yeah, I'm skipped the dialogue. Anyway, yeah. So, you guys can read through this. I'm not even in the mood to really voice it, so... all the wind sucked out of my sails. Because he's got a point. I should be studying. And it does take a while to study thoroughly. But the reality is, it's... Still, yeah. So the lack of enthusiasm can be blamed on parental nagging. I'll see you guys when I see ya, which will be later today. Peace out.